Hello, and welcome to your questions answered. Let's start with the first question, shall we?
You ever made love to a man?
You want to?
Really violently graceful. Really. Okay. Yes, I have. Do I want to again? There are only a few men that actually come to mind whenever I have those thoughts. But I'm not all that sexually active, and I haven't been for a long time. Next fucking question.
Do you find people who use filters annoying?
It really depends on how the filters are being used, but as long as the overall message of the video isn't being lost, then I don't really have a problem with it. Next question.
What do you think is a good motivation for someone to become a vigilante, and what's a good system of ethics or code of conduct when you're thinking about engaging in something like vigilantism? What do you want to see more YouTubers, me especially, talk about?
You know, that, it's a bit of a loaded question, but I do know what you're trying to ask. I can certainly tell you what we need less of in this world in terms of vigilantism. We need less patchwork to a body that overall has a gaping wound at the head, really. But at the head, I really mean up top, you know, the government. When I think of the world, typically what I think of is this kind of body, and at the head of this body we have our governments and our leaders. That's what's really wrong with this world, is the whole thing is fucked up, but all we're really doing is providing patchwork. We need more people that will say, hey, there is something wrong with our leadership, there's something wrong with our society and the way it's being run. We don't need any more Boy Scouts, that's for sure. And what would I like to see talked about more on YouTube? A little bit more philosophy, maybe. I do know what I would like to not hear about anymore, and that's this whole atheist/theist fucking debate. Oh, look at me, I'm calling a theist because, you know, that makes me look like an intellectual. I'm so fucking smart. Seriously, stop that shit. It's not funny, it's not cute. It doesn't make you look or sound like an intellectual. Stop it. No, I'm serious. Knock that shit off. It's not funny anymore. Next question.
What's your greatest inspiration as a superhero? Is it another superhero? Curious. So if you have a superhero who inspires you, which one is it and why?
Superman and Batman are really up there in terms of inspiration. But I would have to say Batman, because Batman is obtainable within our reality, if one were so inclined, one could be the Batman. But between Batman and Superman, there's some big differences between those two, even visually. Batman arguably is a little bit more obsessed about completing his mission than Superman. But one thing they do have in common is neither of them kill. But personally, a character named Martian Manhunter is a lot closer to me as far as personality goes. You see, unlike the Man of Steel, Martian Manhunter came here as an adult, and therefore it was very hard for him to blend in with the rest of the world and his surroundings, despite his shape-shifting capabilities. And I know what that's like, to feel like you're not able to blend in with everybody. I know what it's like to feel strange around other people. I might as well have been as green as Martian Manhunter growing up. I know how he feels, I really do. Yeah, next question.
I guess the first one is, how did you come up with all of that? Like, I mean, because, you know, it's not just the mask. It's the fact that you don't have the ears. It's the your hair, which is impeccable, and I'm jealous because you know. But I find myself drawn while I'm listening to the under mouth and throat area of your excuse me, of your persona. And what I seem to have worked out, because I feel like I can see the texture work with it, is what is that for your lower jaw and for your throat? Because it looks like you've got obviously, I would like to say a bit of makeup here, but then it looks like you actually have like a prosthetic rim.
I actually came up with this design years ago. I guess I just wasn't thinking, not ordering it with the ears. I was probably planning on constructing the ears myself, but this is indeed my own original design that they spray painted on. Once I gave my designs to them, I said, hey, can you put this design on it for me? They said, sure. These designs, I'll show them to you sometime. But they are indeed my original designs. Oh, you were wondering about this. It's just really like a winter neck scarf, really. It's nothing too special. It is a winter garment, so it'll keep you nice and warm.
I have a question for you, Phantom Lion. What is your favorite time of day? Is it morning, afternoon, evening, late night, or early morning? Is it sunset or sunrise, dawn or dusk?
I know why you asked me this. I know why. You sneaky Seaside. You asked me this because you know that I'm one of those types of fucks that stays up all hours of the day and fucking night. Well, I'm very much a night person. I could stare at the moon for hours, but if I had to pick a favorite time of day, it would be the morning time. There's nothing like a good sunrise, in my opinion. It's the symbol of a new day, and for me, it really does wash away a lot of the bullshit that came from the previous day. Next question.
My question for the Phantom Lion is, what do you do in your spare time when you're not being a superhero?
What do I do in my spare time? I've never really had to think about it, but I do like to draw. I'm a bit of an artist. I like to go for long walks, really long walks. Most of the time, I'm probably naked in my room, relaxing. I'm not even bullshitting. I like to be fucking naked. I'm not necessarily a nudist, but I believe in the practicality of clothing. It does protect your junk. But yeah, if I'm in my own comfortable space, I'm gonna be fucking naked. Probably playing video games naked. I'm pretty sure I got this from a Rambo movie, but I would rather die for something than to live for nothing. So hell yeah, I would definitely, most definitely, die for the truth than live a lie. Even if I'm not necessarily comfortable with the truth that I'm learning. Dying for a noble cause, nobody really gets to do that anymore. So yeah, I would like to have the chance to do that. Do I like my balls? Hold on one second. Yeah, I like them. They're nice.
But then, there's also the you that you display to people regularly. The kind of person you are when you suppress that person that some might call your true self. And my question is whether or not it should be accepted that that is your true self. Who do you think is more who you really are? The person that you regularly display to people, or the person that you cover up regularly? If at all. Many people don't, of course, and I'm not saying everybody does.
Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask, and he will tell you the truth. By Oscar Wilde. Now, Varmint, your question is perhaps the most thought-provoking of all of the questions that anyone has ever asked me, to be quite honest. You better be careful asking those kinds of questions, really. Keep on asking those kinds of questions, and the next thing you know it, the FBI is black-bagging you and hauling you off to a furry concentration camp where your sentence is to make fursuits for the rest of your life whilst wearing a fursuit. Anyway, to answer your question, no one is going to tell me who I am. I am who I choose to be quite honest. I say it all the time, so I'll say it again. If I had it my fucking way, I would be Phantom Lion all of the time. Thanks to everyone that submitted a video response. Really, I can't thank you enough. I didn't really think that anybody would give a shit, so thanks for not wasting my motherfucking time.
Oh, look at me! I'm pulling a theorist because, that makes me look like an intellectual. I'm so fucking smart.